Welcome to Midwest Sports Net. We are live here on a Monday night again. It's a fantastic night. Thank you for stopping by, for watching us in whatever venue you are watching us tonight. Live streaming again here on a cool October night. As a matter of fact, it's flat out cold in the Midwest, and I decided that I was just going to go ahead and keep the jacket on tonight. It is just flat cold. So thank you for watching tonight. If you are new to the channel, well, we talk about small college sports here. We talk Division II, Division III, NAIA. We're going to be talking NAIA tonight here on Midwest Sports Now and talking about the Primetime Five as well. We talk some Division I sports every now and again. We also get some high school sports in as well. But tonight it's all about the NAIA. So please do consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, Midwest Sports Net. Thank you so much again for watching and for being a part of the broadcast tonight. It's a Primetime Five night tonight, and we're going to be talking NAIA football specifically. Let's talk about some players that deserve some recognition here. Brandon Mueller from Clark, 8 carries for 138 yards and 15 of 28 passing for 188 yards, 3 touchdowns passing, a pair of picks as well. Clark went on to beat Graceland on Saturday, 45-3. Zach Esau for Bethel. The Threshers just continue to roll, and Esau leading the way, 6 for 9 passing, 164 yards, 3 touchdowns, just 1 pick. Esau also 13 carries for 97 yards, 2 more touchdowns as well. Zach Esau responsible for 5 touchdowns on the day, and Bethel beat Ottawa 78-28. And the Threshers now with the second consecutive weekend where they scored at least 78 points. Topped the 70 mark back-to-back weeks, an 83-35 victory last week over Mid-American Nazarene. Bethel now 5-0 on the season. That's the first time in 13 years that the Threshers have started off with 5 consecutive wins. So props to them. AP Ponder for the number 1 Morningside Mustangs, 20 carries, 159 yards, 3 touchdowns. Morningside went on to continue its winning streak. Dakota Wesleyan beat Dakota Wesleyan 56-21. Hastings and Briar Cliff. Defense involved in this game as Hastings lost 27-18 to Briar Cliff, but the defense had a good day for Hastings. Gave up a valiant effort, posting 8.5 sacks on the day, forcing 4 fumbles. Now, Briar Cliff's defense got in on the action as well. A touchdown return off a fumble and an interception, from Donald Garland returned for a touchdown. So the defense on both sides doing well. Jace Neugebauer for William Penn. The Neugebauer saga continues. It took a little bit of a different turn, however, this week. From last week, William Penn getting the win over Graceland. This week, well, William Penn took on the number 2 team in the country in Grandview, and it was a bit of a different story. Neugebauer 0 for 6 passing, but they did attempt passes this week. That was something that didn't happen last week with the Statesman. Neugebauer, 2 interceptions, no completions. Did have a reception himself, actually caught a pass, wasn't able to successfully complete one as he was passing them. 9 carries for 13 yards. Again, William Penn fell to Grandview. And how about that Grandview defense, giving up only 76 total yards of offense on the day? And the Vikings win 55-0. Let's go ahead now and let's move on into our Primetime Five. And this week, Primetime Five getting underway, starting with Mid-American Nazarene. Blake Adkins, 24 for 39 passing, 358 yards, a pair of touchdowns and a pick. And Adkins is averaging 318 yards passing for the season per game. That's 3rd in the NAIA. Now, he had a couple of good receivers as well. Caleb Tanis, 7 catches for 131 yards. Kobe Harden, 5 receptions, 123 yards, and a touchdown. Mid-American Nazarene defeated Evangel 28-21. In the number 4 spot in this week's Primetime Five for NAIA football, Brett Shepherdson from Benedictine, as he had 3.5 sacks for the Ravens on the day. He has 10 sacks on the season. Now, his 3.5 sacks were a part of an 8-sack day for the Ravens defense. Shepherdson with 10.5 sacks on the season. That's at the top of the NAIA list. And Shepherdson also was honored this week as the NAIA Defensive Player of the Week. So that's our number 4 spot. In at number 3, let's move over to Avila. Andrew Williams, 6 receptions for 145 yards and a touchdown. He got those receptions brought his way by John Jacobs III, and Jacobs, 12 of 27 passing for 313 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Jacobs also had 17 carries for 92 yards, pair of rushing touchdowns as well. But how about Malik Nesbitt? 33 carries. They just put the ball in his hands. He racked up 189 yards on the day, 3 touchdowns, and he was recognized this week as the NAIA Offensive Player of the Week. Avila never trailed, and they upset Kansas Wesleyan 46-38. At number 2 in our primetime 5 this week, how about J.D. Woods from Baker? Woods with 16 more carries, 132 more yards, 4 more touchdowns for J.D. Woods. He's the all-time leading rusher for the Wildcats, now with 4,666 yards. He set the record last week in a win against Clark. Baker beat Missouri Valley 55-14. And in our number 1 spot in the primetime 5 this week, how about the folks at Southwestern, the Mound Builders? It was Wyatt and Jones once again. The Keyshawn's, Wyatt and Jones, each with 100-yard days, each with another score this week to follow up what they did last week. Keyshawn Wyatt with 19 carries for 144 yards and 1 touchdown. He's averaging 122.3 yards per game. That's second in the NAIA in rushing yards. Keyshawn Jones with 6 receptions for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he spread those touchdowns out. 1 touchdown, a 2-yard reception, 1 touchdown, a 97-yard reception, as Jones now with 135.8 yards per game receiving. That's good enough for 3rd in the NAIA. Well, Jones had to get those receptions from someone. How about Brad Cagle? The quarterback for Southwestern, 11 for 13 passing for 321 yards on the day, 5 touchdown passes as well. By the way, 11 of 13, that's 85% completion rate for the day. Southwestern beat St. Mary 59-3. The Mound Builders are just on a roll right now. Cagle, Jones, Wyatt, and the rest of the folks there at Southwestern continue the winning ways. And college basketball season started in the NAIA this week as well. Southwestern men's basketball won both games. The Mound Builders topped the century mark in scoring in both contests as well. So that is our primetime 5 for the NAIA for this week. By the way, we'll talk a little volleyball too. How about some teams in the Midwest with some good records? Park continues to be undefeated at 7-0. Grandview, the Vikings, continue to be undefeated at 8-0. It's a 12-1 record for Northwestern. Red Raiders rolling. Evangel at 10-1. Mid-America Christian 9-1 on the season. Columbia at 6-1. Missouri Baptist at 6-1 as well. Ottawa with an 8-2 record. Oklahoma Wesleyan 12-3. William Penn 11-2 on the season. And that's going to wrap up our time for tonight. Another live stream tonight, so thank you very much for watching. We look to have some more interviews on the summit as well as the week goes on. It's probably not going to get any warmer right now, at least for another day or two. So stay warm wherever you are and just be thankful for the fact that we can talk about NAIA football, NAIA volleyball, NAIA basketball as well right now as the season is underway. Thankful for all those things. And again, please do consider subscribing to the channel, to Midwest Sportsnet. I'm Joey McWilliams. God bless you. Thanks for watching and have a great night.